Welcome to Focus on DeSoto Today, a public information program produced by the City of DeSoto's Community Relations Department. This series of programs is designed to present in discussion format topics of current interest to DeSoto residents. I'm Kathy Jones, Public Information Officer for City of DeSoto, and I'll be your host. Today we'll be discussing the Best Southwest Juneteenth celebration, which is being hosted by the City of Cedar Hill on Saturday, June 18th at their Valley Ridge Park Amphitheater. Joining me today are some of the people responsible for putting this whole thing together. Betty Minshew, who's the Cedar Hill Special Events Coordinator. Mark Harlan, Regional Marketing Director for Chevy and Cadillac. Our own DeSoto Library Director, Lucille Dade. And finally, Pat Bonds, who recently retired from the City of Cedar Hill as their Library Director. Welcome, everyone. I'd like to start by giving a little history regarding why the Best Southwest cities of Cedar Hill, DeSoto, Lancaster, and Duncanville came together to celebrate Juneteenth. I used to do special events for DeSoto, and the Juneteenth celebration was one of my projects. We held the first one here in DeSoto in 2003. As you may know, many African Americans in Texas celebrate Juneteenth because on June 19, 1865, Major General Gordon Granger and 1,800 Union troops landed in Galveston and announced that the Civil War had ended and all enslaved persons were free. Since that time, Juneteenth has been celebrated in Texas with music, singing, and picnics on the ground. In the early 2000s, DeSoto had a lot of African American families move in, and our City Council established the Juneteenth celebration as a way to welcome our new residents and celebrate our African American heritage. Our first celebration was small but very successful. After that time, the mayors and city managers of all 4 cities began to meet on a regular basis and discuss ways that the cities can all work together to provide better service at lower cost. And one of the things they came up with was the idea to join together to form the Best Southwest Juneteenth celebration. That came out of one of the meetings. And the celebration has been growing and rotating from city to city ever since. This year, Cedar Hill is our host. Betty, you're the Special Events Coordinator for City of Cedar Hill, and this is your project. Tell us what you've got planned.
Thank you, Kathy. I'm so excited about this project. We've been working hard with the other cities to bring a super Juneteenth celebration this year. Some of the different areas at the event that you'll find, we're going to have a super kids zone. There'll be bounce houses, face painting, crafts, storytelling. It's going to be a great area. And then we're also going to have a health and wellness area. And there'll be screenings and information. We have something new that we're bringing to the area. I haven't seen it at any of the other events. It's called a rollover convincer. I'm just going to leave you with that. A little tease. You'll have to come to find out what that's about.
I can imagine.
And then we've got great food vendors. This event is free. And so it's not only a celebration of freedom, the admission is free. You know, it's bring some money for some food. We'll have some merchandise. And then of course we've got great entertainment.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I remember of Juneteenth. It's the entertainment's the best part. Tell us what kind of lineup you have this year.
Well, we have really gone all out this year. I'm gonna, if you've seen any of the advertisement out and about, you know that Midnight Star is going to be there. That's going to be our day moment, our big highlight. They are a electro-funk group from 1980s, and I have a list of some of their big hits that some of you may recognize, such as, and I won't promise you I won't sing them to you, No Dancing, No Parking on the Dance Floor, Freakazoid, and the Midas Touch. But they're amazing, and you know they're going to come on stage about 8:30, but at the beginning, we've got quality entertainment throughout. We're going to have One Voice Community Outreach Choir, which is a 30-piece choir that is amazing. We're going to have a gospel rap artist, Exodus, and also Dynasty, and they're both recording artists. I think I said that. the Ordered Step Praise Dancers, and they're known locally all over. And to prime the crowd for Midnight Star, we have the great jazz artist, local jazz artist, up and coming. I think he's going to be really, really big nationwide someday. Freddie Jones.
Oh yeah, he's very popular in this area too.
We're going to have a great lineup.
Wow, it sounds like Cedar's really raising the bar. And I think one of the ways you were able to do that is you've got some great underwriting sponsors this year, Chevy and Cadillac. Mark, what interested your companies in wanting to be involved?
You know, it was a great event for a few reasons for us. One is it brings 4 communities together, and having the opportunity to talk and be in front of 4 communities that are celebrating their history and their heritage was a great fit for us. And from a Cadillac perspective, Cadillac's all about the arts and community and giving back to the community, so that was a nice fit from a Cadillac side. Then on the Chevrolet side, of course, we're always involved with community, with whether it's Little League events or it's also celebrating our heritage and our history. In fact, this year, it'll be November, it'll be our 100th year anniversary at Chevrolet. So we've been part of the community for a long time. So this was just it's a good fit for us.
Oh, well, we're so excited that you wanted to be a part, and understand you're going to have some products out there, a few cars for everybody.
Yeah, some of the new exciting products that we'll have out there are things that are, that I like, and we're getting a lot of great comments on. Number 1 is the Volt, so that's the electric vehicle.
I'd love to see that.
That has been getting a lot of attention. I personally love the vehicle. It's kind of revolutionizing the auto industry right now with the ability to go for 40, 50 miles without using a single drop of gasoline. And for those of us who drive a little longer, those of us who go to Houston and Austin, then you have that little onboard generator that gets you another 330 miles of range.
I always wondered how that would work. I wouldn't want to be stranded, but that's great.
No, you won't be stranded, so that's really cool. We also just celebrated in Arlington, actually, the 9 millionth production of a Suburban. So 9 million Suburbans, Tahoes, Escalades, and stuff like that have come, and we're going to bring number 9 million actually up with us. It's a Texas edition Suburban, so that's going to be out there. So we'll have some exciting vehicles. And on the Cadillac side, of course, they just got the Texas Auto Writers Car of the Year for the CTS-V.
That's a great
which
car.
is not only a great looking vehicle, but it's 550 horsepower, 5.9 seconds 0 to 60. So it's a really it's a screaming rocket ship, and it was also, like I said, voted Car of the Year for the Texas Auto Writers. So that's an example of a few of the vehicles. We'll have a few more surprises for everyone who comes out. So it's going to be exciting.
That's going to be wonderful. We so appreciate you being a part of this event. Really, we'll take it to the next level. We appreciate it.
Looking forward to it.
Thank you, Mark. As I mentioned earlier, a lot of our celebration, this is a fun event, bring out your family, but we also are celebrating our history. And I know our city council, in their work plan, has an item to recognize local African-American residents in their history. And I know, Lucille, you and Pat have a committee of local librarians that are working on that. Tell us a little bit about what you're working on.
Okay, Kathy. Basically, our group is called the Best Southwest Book Fest Committee, and it's made up of area librarians representing libraries from Cedar Hill, DeSoto, Duncanville, Lancaster, and the University of North Texas, Dallas.
I hope our viewers realize that our 4 cities work together a lot on lots of different issues, on fun things, on things that involve community, that kind of thing. So. Yes. Another example.
Exactly. So we're working together on this part of the project, and when the council presented that in their work plan and it was passed on to the library, I approached our committee with it to see if this was something that we'd like to do together instead of just highlighting residents from DeSoto. Why not make it a joint effort? And of course, our committee was all in favor of doing that. So what we will be doing, we will be identifying 3 to 5 individuals, African-American individuals from each of our cities. And these will be individuals that have made significant contributions to the cities, or perhaps the first individuals, perhaps like the first African-American mayor or the first African-American city manager in our cities. Will be individuals like that. We will be identifying 3 of those individuals from each city, and we will be compiling that information into a booklet And the booklet will be available at the festival. And this will be the first year that we're doing this, so we're only doing 3 to 5 this year. But next year, we will do 3 to 5 more and add to that. And the next year, we will do additional ones. And hopefully, within the next 4 to 5 years, we'll have a very valuable book of information about contributions that have been made in the area.
I think that's great. I really appreciate you working on that. History is part of my job too. I did some video histories back in the day, and it's really important to start recording that and putting it down for posterity.
Right. Well, we're excited about. We're very excited about it, and we know that it's just so important to preserve the history, and so much has occurred in the past already. And if it's not compiled and written down, then many times we lose it, and we don't want to do that.
Oh, absolutely. Pat, tell us what Cedar Hill's working on. Do you have some folks to feature?
We do. I have 2. Our city manager was our first African American city manager.
And
so
probably
I
the
think
first in the area, maybe.
And he has definitely contributed to a lot of changes and wonderful things that have happened in Cedar Hill. And another lady that I work with in Rotary and other organizations, she was recently appointed to be a silver-haired legislator in Texas. So as just one of the things that she has done. So we were really excited about this. I was excited. I'm involved with the Cedar Hill History organization, and so I thought this was really important for us to collect this portion of our history of our communities and do that. And I also wanted to mention at our booth we will have a couple of authors.
Wonderful.
That are local. We have Tiffany Warren from Denton. She's a YA author, and she'll be there selling her books and visiting with people who come. And then Dr. Vicki Smith, who is really local. She lives in our area and is a member of some organizations that I work with and that Lucille is with. And she is a children's author. So in addition to our booklet with our local citizens, then we'll have those books for sale too.
Great. I love the fact that you're keeping people reading and really promoting reading through this event also. Okay, let's recap. We've got children's activities. We've got some wonderful cars from Chevy and Cadillac. We're going to have the library represented. We've got lots of vendors coming out. What's the date again?
The date is Saturday, June 18th, and it's going to be from 5 to 10.
Okay.
Valley Ridge Park at the amphitheater. Beautiful park. Bring your lawn chair.
Yes,
Dress
absolutely.
cool. It's going to be so much fun. I just have to say that, we all have freedoms to celebrate.
Absolutely.
This event is for everyone. It's to celebrate our diversity and to celebrate our freedoms and all that means to each individual, and to honor the fact that slavery has been abolished.
Absolutely.
And but this is an event for everybody, and I hope everybody comes out and brings their families. It's going to be
absolutely.
wonderful.
Thank you, Betty. I know we have a website for the festival, and I'm going to read it because it's kind of an unusual
Yes, it is.
name, but it's bit as in Tom .ly/best Southwest. But we'll also have links on the City of DeSoto website, and I'm sure Cedar Hill does too, and all the cities will probably
and
have
so does
links to the
Lancaster
information.
and Duncanville.
Okay, so if you can't remember that or you didn't write it down real quickly, just go to any of our city websites and you get the times for the performers and where to be and all that. It's going to be a fun event. Okay, well, thank you everyone for being here. I'd like to again thank my guest, Betty Minshew with City of Cedar Hill, Mark Harlan with Chevy and Cadillac. So glad you're with us on this event. Really going to make it a wonderful event for the cities. Lucille Dade, our DeSoto Library Director, and finally Pat Bonds, who's a former Cedar Hill Library Director and part of the Best Southwest Library Board. I'd also like to thank our viewers today for tuning in to another edition of Focus on DeSoto Today.